No meet everybody. How are you all doing? Um, I'm not doing that great. When you feel a bit meh, just feeling a bit meh today. I think it's lack of sleep. So I'm hoping that tonight will be the night that I am asleep by 9 o'clock. I've got like a bit of a sore throat, brimming in the back of my throat, but I think it's from lack of sleep. And I'm telling myself that if I send good positive manifestations out there, I'm not ill. It's just I'm tired. When I wake up tomorrow morning, I will feel refreshed and beautiful again. So, apologies for the upload on Sunday. Oh, dearie me, what a night that was. It took me about 3.5 hours, and I must have repeated my videos about 5 or 6 times, I think it was eventually, because I was talking and talking and talking and not realizing it wasn't recording, and I had no way of checking because this software that I've got, you can't pause. Like, so seriously, please, like, I know I'm always asking people to comment and reply to my videos, but seriously, this question, if anyone replies to this, I love you like for the rest of your life. Like, what software do you use which allows you to pause and start your video again? Or, if you're using computer or iPad, like if you're using a video camera, then fair enough, like it's easy, you can just pause, can't you? But if you're using a software, please tell me how you do it, because it will save me so much ball ache. It was just, yeah. So I'm hoping, as I'm talking to you now, that this is actually filming, and I'm not going to have to do it again. So this video upload is about the Grimoire challenge. Now, I think we're 1 week 4. Now, I have gone about the Grimoire challenge a little bit differently to how it's been set out on Tumblr. Because I'm not really wanting to focus so much on the tarot, and I think a lot of it is focusing on the tarot deck. I've decided that, every week I'm just going to add something to my online book of shadows, because eventually what I'm hoping to do is print this out and turn it into an information book of shadows, which I will make myself. I will make my own book of shadows. I have ordered from Wilkinson's the folders today. They arrived actually. I'm going to be using Crow and Blackthorn's tutorial that she uploaded a couple of weeks ago. So that's sorry. So that's going to be there's going to be two. There's going to be one that's my information book of shadows, and then there's going to be one where I write things in my own words, and I put my own things in it, like my own spells, my own rituals, my own recipes and stuff like that. So yeah. Right, so let's have a look at what's been updated. So let's have a look. If we click on here. The first one is chalk magic. Now, this I found online and I absolutely loved it. Absolutely loved it. So I'm just getting used to this new layout they've got on Evernote. It's basically creating your own chalk. So what you do is you dissolve your worries chalk spell. So this is like I'm sure it had a recipe of how to make your own chalk. I'm just looking for it now. Well, let's do it as I think it's further down, but it says hold a piece of chalk in your hands and search your heart for draining worries or anxieties you might be dealing with. Let these feelings course through your body and direct that energy into the piece of chalk. You can visualize the worry as a dark shadow or feeling. As the energy moves through the body, direct it with a conscious intention to move it out of the body and into the chalk. Now place the chalk in a container of hot water and allow it to dissolve completely. Adding salt to the water will rapidly speed up. Uh-oh. Will speed up the process, or you can use straight vinegar instead of water, which will create a nice bubbling effect. As the chalk dissolves, so will the negativity, worries, and anxieties that you have directed into it. You can add your own words to end the spell. Pour out the liquid containing the dissolved chalk and expect that the worries that you focused your magic will quickly begin to disperse. So, yeah, like I thought that was quite a nice spell to do, and it's something that I'd like to do. Chalk is something I can get on my hands onto really easily as well. There's loads of it around work. I'm pretty sure there was one where you could make your own chalk as well, but I seem to have not added that. The other one was my spirit animal, which I've only just started. I've just been adding things to it. I had an interesting encounter with a crow last Wednesday where I was pulling up to work and I saw this crow, and 5 seconds went past, I think, and I remember thinking to myself, why am I still amazed by this crow? Like, why am I looking at this crow? You know, there's obviously a reason. It's like you see I would probably see about 100 crows in a day on my way to work because they're all around my house. They're all on the roads. They're near work. You know, so in the back of my mind, I'm like, why, oh, why is this one crow wanting me to look at it? Why am I looking at this crow, this specific crow? And it goes back to, you know, I'm seeing this crow for a reason. So I realised after about a minute that I was going to be late for work if I stayed looking at this crow for much longer, and I decided to look it up on my computer when I got home, and I found out that crows are actually animals that can bring luck, and they are also animals that can be mischievous, and I think they're associated quite a lot with Norse mythology as well. So I've not done much more on that. I'm still in the process. These are my most recent blogs that I've done on here. I'm still in the process of looking it up, but it's something I'm definitely interested in. Ah, this is interesting. Right, yeah, these are my newest. Clever. So going on to the Norse mythology. I looked up the creation story, and these are just the bullet points that I'd managed to write down. Now, I don't know if anyone's been watching it, but I've started watching this series called The Vikings, and I'm finding it extremely interesting to the point where it's really made me question it's just made me question everything. Like, I think it's just hilarious. It's just not hilarious. It's fascinating. The pagan versus Christianity symbolism, that's a familiar trait throughout the whole series. So I was really interested in learning a little bit about what Norse mythology was, and this is really what I found out. So as far as I'm aware, there was a cow that licked salty ice blocks, and basically the more it licked the ice, a man appeared, and that was Buri. And then he had a son named Bor. Bor married Bestla, who was a daughter of a giant, and that's how Odin came about. He was born. And I'm not gonna lie, I find it hard to believe. Like, if someone told me the story of Adam and Eve now, I'd be like, yeah, I believe that. But I think it's because I've been brought up to believe that. But I don't really believe that a cow could lick a piece of ice and a man could be formed from it. Um, but then I feel strongly that I could possibly, if I wanted to, have a connection with any of these gods or goddesses. Definitely Freya. Freya's a Norse goddess. Thor is a god. Loki. Norse mythology this is the first time I've really done any research into it. So that was like the start of that. Then there was this really nice poem that I found. It was like an incantation. So, we are not evil, we do not harm or seduce people, we are not dangerous, we are ordinary people like you, we have families, jobs, hopes, and dreams. We are not a cult, this religion is not a joke, we are not what you think we are from looking at TV, we are real. We laugh, we cry, we are serious, we have a sense of humour, you don't have to be afraid of us. We don't want to convert you, and please don't try to convert us. Just give us the same right we give you to live in peace. We are much more similar to you than you think. And that's Margaret Adler. I really liked that poem, and I really recognise her name as well. I'm pretty sure I've read like a book of hers. Then I've been learning about Earth in my blog that I showed you in the Pagan Resources on the Coven of Midnight. I showed you that I'm in my second trimester at the moment with that, and I've been looking at Earth. So that's a little bit about Earth, and then there's the meditation here. And then I'm not going to show you that because that's private. It's to do with rituals, with a lesson that I've been taking up with. Parts of a formal Wiccan ritual, that's new. So yeah, that is what's new on my Book of Shadows. It's really starting to come together. There is 28 notes altogether. So yeah, like loads. I know that I've just created the elements and the magic one, and yeah, so I'm gonna keep at it. I think I'm really enjoying it. And I've just come up with an idea about what my next blog is going to be, and I'm going to do it now. So you know when you're supposed to be doing something and then you think of something and you're like, "Ooh, I'm having one of those days tonight where like I feel a little bit zoned out. You know, I just feel a bit like spaced out today. I don't know. Like I could happily now sit here in silence and stare at my screen whilst having the record button still on, and then realizing because I'm just like tired, I think is what the word is. So I'm going to love you all and leave you. I have a really exciting blog that I'm going to be doing right now before I go to bed, and I'm going to be doing it on my iPad because it's a show and tell. So I will see you all in a bit. Love and light, everyone. Bye.